Hi, so welcome back to Guessagaingaming. As promised, I'm going to do a very small, maybe slightly longer video just for being random and silly, because I think the last two I did were kind of a gameplay of actual serious rescue missions to recruit agents. So this is another kind of just random stuff. Some of these things I just found out while playing. So when I was playing at night one day, I came down to this area. This is Wapping in London. You can see it there right near the river. And what I discovered accidentally really is that because of how close it is to the river, and for a reason which I've not ever quite worked out, if you do anything here, sometimes it's people to rescue, they're being victimised by the authorities, by Albion, they're the kind of counter police in London. Or anti-police really, you can run down here and they won't kind of chase you in the same way they would anywhere else. So it's actually kind of a fun thing to do when you're bored, not with a game but just tired at night. And often I play these games when I come back at night from like badminton, it's like 11, and you don't really want to get into a real mission. You can just kind of mess around a bit here, or there's probably other places, but this is what I know. So like I said, if I ever play random stupidness in this game or do crazy things, I always play as this girl, because she just looks like someone you'd want to hang out with. She looks fun, she looks like she'd be a good laugh. I always use her for the big kick-ass missions I do, and yeah, I always use her. You know, you can use anybody, you can use different ones, but I always just use her because, yeah. Anyway, so we go to the pub. This pub's really close to the area, which is really helpful. There you go. I say there's a few people there. There's a kind of outside bit here. You could hack the fruit machine. It's a beer garden, which is very nice. Look, there you go. One of the things I wish they did in this game is I wish you could actually sit down. There are cutscenes where you pick up an agent when you transfer to a different agent, where they're sitting at a table eating or something. But I wish you could physically sit down when you're playing as an agent, because that would be nice. Because like I said, it's possible in this game to just explore London. You could just sit there, have a drink and do nothing. And I know that's probably not what everyone wants to do, but it's nice sometimes to like be able to explore the environment and not do anything and sit down. Maybe it's because I like sitting down. I don't like standing anyway. So there's the River Thames in the beer garden. Everyone's run away now. Maybe they think I'm going to kill them, as if I would. So anyway, I go back into the pub. There is a safe there, but I've already robbed that, and unfortunately safes don't respawn in these. So once you've robbed a safe, that's it. You can't keep robbing the same safe. It won't respawn, as far as I've found it over any time. So yeah, I'll just have a drink. This thing that looks a bit like Guinness, or it could be someone said to me it could be Bailey's, because it's got that kind of creamy top. So we don't quite know, but we'll definitely have another, because that looked good. Yeah, we like that. Wish you could eat crisps or some kind of snack, because I'm sure it's not good just drinking all the time. So we're a little bit the worst. But for where? But never mind. Now, if this was at night in this area, usually, there we go, it's actually happening now. So over there is often in this area, I don't know, maybe it's because it's really it's often security are doing all manner of horrible things to people. So there's one of the more armed security, and he's frisking people down. He's already chained that woman up, Elizabeth. He's already got her on her knees, handcuffed, and he's got police brutality. He's just kicking the living crap out of that guy for no reason. So although I'm a bit drunk because I'm here, what I might do, because that's really bad. Look, if you saw that in the street, you're not going to be happy, and he's going to not be treating these people well. Plus, he's not even the police, so I'm going to just get my gun and I'm going to shoot him in the head. There, that'll go. Then I'm going to rescue her, and she'll run off. If you want to recruit the people who you rescue, if you click on them as a recruitment possibility before you rescue them, they'll automatically become your agent. So now I've got someone after me and I'm going to shoot him. Don't feel bad about shooting these people. You just saw what they do. They kick the crap out of people. That one's running away. Don't run away. You can die. Oh, he got away. Okay. So they don't care. They're actually rather brutal in this game. They kick the crap out of people, old people. It's actually really funny. You can tell old people because they walk in a certain way, and they just don't have any feeling about it. So if you shoot the security forces or the army that's kind of the security force is occupying London or in charge of London, don't feel bad because they're shit and they deserve it. So yeah, I just go and shoot some people, a little bit drunk, that's fine, reload my gun, there's going to be some more. If you stay kind of in range of running to the river, you're always going to be pretty okay. So I've got this is a real shotgun, I forgot to tell you. This is she's got a electro submachine gun, which is a non-lethal thing, a real shotgun, and she's got a pump thing, which I will show you in a minute when I get a few people. Now here, as you can see, that blue means they've stopped searching for you, and again, it's a strange thing that does happen here. It does happen in a few other places, but it always happens here. So for some reason, even though you can see there's a guard, he won't even chase me down here. They've given up. So the only way I can continue this thing is I can just go out and say, "Hi, Mr. Security, I'm going to shoot you." And look, there's your bud, I'm going to shoot him. Out in the open in there too often or too long, because sometimes they do send a lot of people, and although they don't chase you and it's not that hard to escape, you can get surrounded, and sometimes you can get shot too many times. It's never happened to me that I got killed here, but you just don't want to, there's another gun, take the risk, because like I said, I'm on permadeath, so if someone gets killed, if she gets killed here, then she's dead. Occasionally someone will get killed and they'll be seriously injured and go to hospital, but you certainly can't count on that. Sometimes they might be dead. So that's another one of those security. He's running away, but I'm going to shoot him anyway, but he's not running quick enough. Have that. Yeah, and you can have that as well. And you can just get a pile of bodies. It's evil. Also, another thing you can do, which I will do, is you can hack a car and make it go backwards into another car. You can actually cause mayhem doing this. It can be good in the game sometimes. You can use that to distract somebody, or you can use it to run into forces that are chasing you, or sometimes you can just be a bastard and crash cars into each other for no reason. And they explode. I've had a mission where I started off just trying to escape and cause some distractions, and I ended up with this kind of massive fire in the middle of the street and a whole pile of cars a whole pile of cars exploding. So like I said, here this is a really good place to it's a really good place to come to practice as well. I would say that I didn't discover this until quite a bit later, and I'd already kind of got experience in the game. But if you want to kind of practice shooting, escaping, different things you can do, hacking vehicles, it's good here because they won't really chase you and they won't do anything. So there's another car which I will make it drive away. There's your car driving. How do you feel about that? There's a drone. Drones are more annoying. And like I said, if you click on it the first time, it will always, yeah, you can die. It will always lock onto it. It's only when you click a few times and you're aiming yourself that's when it's a bit more hard to do. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use this shock punch thing. Now I'll show you how that works. So it's best to use it when there's a lot of people, and if you do it and there's civilians, they'll all be knocked out, but here's a guy, so we're going to use that, and as you can see, that's quite satisfying. Threw a guy in the air, that guy's unconscious. It's best to use if you're really being, it has got a recharge, but as you can see it's going to recharge pretty quickly, so it's best to do when you're kind of really being surrounded. And there you can see it clicks on the drone first time. So if I go around here, now if you go around here, often they don't actually chase you. so I can kneel here, and it's not that. Oh, okay, he's going to chase me. Don't follow me. But for some reason they're very reluctant to come around that corner always. I don't know why. It's a very specific thing to this part of the game. So if you get to a point like now where you kind of think, okay, I've kind of had enough with that, then just there you go, first click, and you're always on it. If you get to a point where you kind of had enough, the best thing to do here is to run down the beach. The further you go, the less likely they are to follow you. They sometimes follow you, but you'll get to a point where sometimes there are just too many and you'll just think, okay, now there you see, I've run down the beach, put my gun away, it's all gone blue. When it all goes blue, that means it's all good. They're not going to follow you. There's a guy down there, but obviously he's got that little exclamation mark because he doesn't know where I am. And like I said, the AI in this game, and I've played quite a lot of games, is good. They will chase you down a lot. It's just this one place where they seem to be very stupid and they don't want to pursue you. Maybe they don't like this area. Maybe the river here smells. Wapping's a bit of a rough area, so maybe that's why. I don't know. It looks quite nice to me. But they never chase you down here. Maybe they all go for their tea here. So I've done that bit. Come around here. There's just people chatting. There you go. What's she doing? She's socialising with her best friend. That's nice. That's good. And she's in a gang. You can see from there, you'll know from later on, these purple, red colours, they're in the actual gang that we fight a lot. But that doesn't mean they're always fighting. So, you know, these two ladies are just hanging out socialising, and they're not going to cause us any trouble, so we won't cause them any trouble. So we've done our little killing spree. I've just shown you what it's like to do. There's some more people being hassled. That one that says ex-DedSec, it will mean probably that's somebody that I had as an agent. You can retire agents, and what that will mean is that you just let them go. They're still in London. Actually, it's quite funny because you often come across them, and often you come across them being frisked or hassled by opposing forces. So she's waiting. I don't know why she's waiting, because whoever was telling her to wait, they've probably been shot by me. She's waiting on the wall like a good citizen. They're all waiting there. He's preoccupied by looking at the wall. Anyway, so ex-DedSec, that just means that they were once my agent. I must have retired them, probably found someone I like better and just changed. And you can hire them again. If I clicked on her, she would kind of automatically just become a new agent. Although you can't hire people when they're in a situation like being frisked or being interrogated by the authorities. So anyway, there's a little run through of some more mindless stupidity. What's going on here? You always check what's being. He's being victimised. He's paparazzi. Well, good. They're annoying, and he's being victimised by the security guard. But it's all right. We'll let him go. You can have a day where I want to save all these people, and I'd want to go and shoot that guard. But this was just a little thing. Then we're back to the pub. Pop back in here. And I think after all that killing, we deserve a pint of Guinness, Irish coffee, something. I think that's more like Irish coffee. I don't know, what do you think? Anyway, we'll have another. Yeah, let's have another. What do you think? Let's have another. The computer that's our kind of AI help is kind of funny sometimes. Actually, it's called Bagley, and it can be quite sarcastic and it can be quite funny. So we won't get really drunk this time. We're just a little bit. Anyway, that's another little drunk mission. Little bit of